Vapour webcasting for a worldwide audience.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, thank you. And you. Yes. Hello. Welcome to Vapour Trails, where music matters and everything else. And yes, it's a very special show today. In fact, it's very, very special for more than... and it's very special because I've got a very special guest with me.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, Al. Yes, I've got Alan Walker, a long-time contributor to the show, a friend of the show, and one of my friends too, from a long, long time ago.
Just after the earthquake.
Indeed, yes, and the dinosaurs. And what we've actually got playing in the background at the moment is... Al, what have we got playing in the background at the moment?
This is a theme tune for the Persuaders.
Yes, and it's the intro music from the Specials Live at the Ali Pali. 2011 indeed. And what I didn't realise was that this CD was actually done there and then at the gig. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, actually bought it after the gig, queue up and get it, double CD, a whole show.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Because it's like done in a proper case and everything. It's not like, you know...
It was everything as it happened.
Yeah.
Including the few mistakes that were there as well.
Oh, really?
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Oh, well, they fit in well on this show, won't they? So...
Yes, quite possibly.
Yeah. So, this is great, actually, because I just love the Persuaders as well. So, I've got my images of Tony Curtis and Roger Moore as well. It's quite a good start, actually.
Yeah.
And, was this the first time you'd seen the Specials, or was it?
No, I saw them the first time about a year or two before.
Right, so it was when they reformed.
Hammersmith, and they reborn. I never got the chance to see them when they were originally...
nor did I. I think I might have heard them outside the Hemel Pavilion waiting for the bus or something, but I never actually got to see them, which was quite a shame. But yes, I think we're getting there. I think they've ambled on stage. Yep, here we go then. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Absolutely awesome.
Well done for finding that. That was amazing. Yeah,
it was lucky because I was at the gig. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
brilliant.
And it's kind of thinking back. It's like 32 years ago or something that came out. And,
that's frightening.
Yeah. No, we were just talking about the lyrics as well, weren't you? You were saying about how some of them were put in after the song was originally written.
Yes, the intro of Bernie Rhodes' Knows Don't Argue was put in after.
Yeah,
because apparently you don't argue with Bernie Rhodes.
All right, fair enough.
And also the section of the song where they talk about confiscate your guitars, that actually happened
right
in Japan. They were confiscated because they tried to stop the Specials leaving, I believe.
Oh, right.
I think the actual story was in Horace Painter's autobiography.
Oh, right.
So that's where I found that little bit of gossip.
Yeah. Well, I'd really like the list that you put together for us, Al, because, we've been a long time talking about this, doing a two-tone special.
Yes, we have.
And actually what you've done is come up with a lot of stuff that kind of done it in a way that I wasn't expecting. To be honest, I was just expecting you to put a load of stuff out from sort of 79 to 81. But what you've actually done is the first kind of part of the programme will be stuff from around that era. But then in the second half, we've got a lot of the bands associated with Two Tone, newer stuff from them.
Yeah, pretty much.
So from the last sort of 7 years up to the present day, pretty much. Yeah. And then after that, we've just got a couple of tracks, or 2 or 3 tracks, of bands that were influenced.
Yes, I mean, I've gone for 3 tracks from the States.
Yeah, exactly, So it actually, I think it's quite a good mix, actually, to be honest. And yes. So anyway, to start up with, you've picked a song by Bad Manners, who, of course, were part of the Two Tone tour, though not necessarily on the label as such.
Yeah.
And this is a song, I had to look this up. It's actually on an album called Eat the Beat, which Buster Bloodvessel put out by himself, apparently, in 1988 on vinyl only.
Okay.
And then it came out later on. But anyway, this is Bad Manners' version of the Monty Naismith song, Skinhead Girl.
Short with boots and red.
almost caught me out there. That one finished a bit quick, didn't it? Yeah. But yes, brilliant. Bad Manners and Skinhead Girl. And like I say, that was Monty Naismith, otherwise known as Cinerip, wrote that. And next up, you picked actually one of my favourites as well, Al, from the Wappen album By the Beat, All Out to Get You from 1981.
Yeah, it was the second album, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
No.
We were talking about Garden Shears.
Yes, the very beginning of the track was an unusual sound, and it was actually a pair of garden shears in the studio, being opened and closed. Yeah, and there was a very funny video clip put out, and you can find it on YouTube. It's I can't remember the chap's name who was doing it. I think it was a guitarist. Yeah, but he said, "Can you check if these shears are in tune or not?" Are they in
tune, Bob? Yeah, It's actually, I think it is on. If you look for it on YouTube, that actually comes up on the clip as well. Yeah. Right then, so this is the beat and All Out to Get You.
Explain this incredible strain. Now confusion's become far too simple. A word for it is what you make. That's the usual mistake. If you're happy with pain, you can take it from me. That they're all out to get you. They're painting your life in a permanent grey. They're all out to get you. It takes more than tears to get rid of the stain sometimes. Slip when you're holding a knife. Lose your fingers or more in the late on the night shift. Just scared that your babies get born with no legs. You're so scared of death, you don't know what life is. So they're all out to get you. All over nothing. They're painting your life in a permanent way. They're all out to get you. All out for getting. It takes more than tears to get rid of this pain sometimes. Changing your life in a permanent way. They're all out to get you, all out for getting. It takes more than tears to get rid of this pain. So until you accept that you're just like the others, you're a boy or a girl, then a man or a woman, and your clothes never fit, and your skin's the wrong color, so you make do with fear. You get more than you need, cause they're all out to get you. All over nothing, they're painting your life in a permanent way. To get you, but all that forgetting, it takes more than tears to get rid of this pain sometimes. It takes more than tears, it takes more than tears, it takes more than tears to get rid of this pain.
I knew when that one ended.
It does just stop, doesn't it?
Yeah. The beat and All Out to Get You and various garden implements. There. I wonder if I've had some gnomes or something in the background as well. I don't know.
No.
No, all right, fair enough.
They may have been trying to start the lawnmower or something.
It might be, yeah. I wonder what they went through before they got to the shears. Or if they like this all doesn't work.
No, got a scythe at the back.
Yeah. No, it's a bit silent, Bob. Right, okay, so next up we've got some madness from the first album, One Step Beyond, and apparently this track was about one of the early members and also I think it was the first manager as well.
First manager, early singer and early drummer as well before Woody was in there.
All right.
This song was actually written by Mark Barson.
Yeah.
But in a recent magazine, 2008, Chris Foreman, the guitarist, said the Bed and Breakfast Man was written about John Hasler.
Right.
Who is the chap in speaking. And he was very influential in putting the band together. And the reason for the song is he used to turn up at our house. The next thing you knew, he was there for breakfast, eating the kids' leftovers.
At our house, in the middle of the street.
In the middle of the street, yes.
Okay, right. It's just madness of Bed and Breakfast Man. go, Madness, Bed and Breakfast Man. And that was written for the first Madness manager, Kids Breakfast Stealer.
Yes, John Hasler.
John
good man
Hasler.
in history.
Yes. Okay, next up, some more specials from More Specials. See what I did there?
Clever.
What I did there? Yeah. And, of course, there's a Madness link with this one as well, isn't there?
Yes, this is Hey Little Rich Girl from the second album. And the guest saxophonist was...
I'm glad you said that.
Lee Thompson from Madness.
I'd probably got in trouble. He was indeed, yes. And you can tell, can't you, really?
You can. He's got a particular style around him.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. Certainly looking at the beat, and obviously Saxa was a much older gentleman.
Yeah.
He's got his own style, which is quite clearly how it comes across on the beat.
Yeah.
But Tomo's, he's mad.
He's just him, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then. So, this is the specials and Hey Little Rich Girl.
You a buckle when you were 15. You wore into the disco, but everyone was in jeans. But you were a rich girl, only having fun. Your low-cut dresses brought stares from everyone. Hey, little rich girl, where did you go wrong? You left for London when you were 19. Packed up all of your nice clothes, just living on dreams. A man in the bright light, he took all that you own. Now he's taken your freedom for a fate unknown. 'Cause you were a rich girl, hardly having fun. Your worn-out dresses brought stares from everyone. Hey, little rich girl, where did you go wrong? Hey, little rich girl, you've been away for so long. And now, little rich girl, my words are in this song. Hey, little rich girl, my love for you is gone. And now, little rich girl, I know where you went wrong. At your dad's office party, all the movies were blue. You caused him so much heartache because the screen star was you. You left for London when you were 19. Packed up all of your nice clothes, but you were living on dreams. And you were a rich girl and only having fun. But your worn-out dresses brought stares from everyone. Hey, little rich girl, where did you go wrong? Hey, little rich girl, where did you go wrong? Hey, little rich girl, where did you go wrong?
I love that as well, yeah. Hey Little Rich Girl, the specials from More Specials. And, I was just thinking, actually, we were talking about Lee Thompson's style. There was a radio show that they did, I think it was Radio 1, did it, 5 Years of Madness it was called. And there was like two shows or something. And one of the things they talked about on there was when they first started recording, they'd put these demos down and then they decided that Lee Thompson's saxophone needed clean or whatever, and they took it into the shop. Turns out he had it in the wrong key. he was playing the wrong key or whatever. And they said, no, you don't play it like, and so that's kind of where his style come from, is the fact that when they first started, he was in completely the wrong key. There's also a brilliant story about him falling asleep on one of those gas cylinder things, the giant things that keep the gas in that go up and down. And then waking up in the morning about 60 feet in the air. But anyway, he was also going to mention Amy Winehouse as well.
Yes, that song was sung by Amy Winehouse in a live set.
Yeah.
And at that very gig we spoke about at the beginning, from the Ali Pali in 2011, the song was dedicated to her because she's only just passed away.
Oh, right.
And, Liverpool Golding made a point of saying that this was heavily featured in her set.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I think you can find versions of that on YouTube as well.
You can find
anything.
pirate vinyl. Vinyl. Anyway, next up we've got someone who's not necessarily thought of because I put this one in, sneakily. But we've got Elvis Costello track which came out on two-tone kind of in a nefarious way. Basically, what happened was Jake Rivera, Costello's manager, pressed up a couple of thousand copies of I Can't Stand Up for Falling Down on the two-tone label. Right, because Costello had been involved in worked on
more specials. He worked on more specials as well.
I think so. Yeah, and I think Jake Rivera kind of said, well, according to Jerry Dammers, he said, well, you should be grateful you got a big star. Dammers basically said, well, we don't like it because he's not playing ska, for one thing, and, we don't really care about having a big name. But on top of that, Costello's record label actually put an injunction on it, so he couldn't sell it, so he had to give it away at gigs.
Okay.
And now, apparently, it's worth a small fortune if you can find a version of Elvis Costello's I Can't Stand Up for Falling Down on the two-tone label. Goes for a tidy sum. Because there was only a few thousand of them done, and he just handed them out. So
we can challenge the listeners now to see if they can find one.
Yes, someone's ordering one. Ordering about 99 of them. No, they can't have it. But yes, anyway, from 1980, this is Elvis Costello and I Can't Stand Up for Falling Down. Elvis Costello there, I Can't Stand Up for Falling Down, which, was on a two-tone label if you can find it, and lucky you if you can. So next up, we've got some Selector from the album Too Much Pressure, and should we just put it on now?
You might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Yes.
All right then. Yeah, the selector, Carry Go, Bring Home. God, I can never say that properly. From the very, very marvellous Too Much Pressure album. I think, actually, you may have even sold me your copy.
Probably.
Of that. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure it's got your name written on it.
Maybe.
I just wrote it on there myself, just to make it feel good.
It's not mine, it's his.
Yeah. But yeah, we were just talking about, misheard lyrics, and I always thought the word Jezebel was Jersey Belle, like some sort of cow reference. And for years as a kid, I thought, it's a song about a cow. I don't know why. Perhaps it's got a bell on. That's what's bringing it home. I don't know. But yes, anyway. We're going to have a few together. But first up, we're going to have some Bad Manners.
It's Vapour Trails on Radio Lewis.
Down
like that. That was my choice. As you probably know, because it wasn't a two-tone thing at all. That was the Untouchables, LA band from the mid-80s, and Free Yourself from the album Wild Child. That was actually the single version, and I had that on picture disc, and it was like a little gun. On a picture disc, yeah. Because remember, you had all those Madness picture discs,
I did
you?
have quite a few Madness picture discs.
Yeah, do you know what they are?
Probably in your collection.
Yeah, no, my mum's attic, yeah. and before that, we had Bad Manners from 1980 and Looney Tunes album, Just a Feeling. And we can't remember what the video was, but there must have been one. But yeah, so the second half of this, which is Al's two-tone special with my very good friend Alan Walker. Hello, Alan Walker.
Hello, Steve Brooks.
All right, mate. And the second half, we're kind of looking at the bands as they continued, sort of thing. So, the two-tone label as such kind of was almost done by the 82, 83, and then you had like the Nelson Mandela single a bit later on. But others, as a label, it kind of stopped functioning, didn't it?
Yeah, it was defunct after a bit. So.
Yeah, so what we've got is some tracks from the bands associated with that era as they continued. So from like 2012 right up to the present day. So we're going to start with from 2016's album Bounce. This is The Beat.
Scaling critical. Am I gaining minus each day? Time to throw down a miracle. 'Cause I don't like what's coming my way. Freedom's gone on the ground. Better watch how you say it. Telephone, calling roam out of here into gear. It's my tone, gotta say it. I'm walking on the wrong side. Ticking in the wrong time. Am I in danger just to say yes? Or walk in silence and betray it? So who is the enemy? Are we sleepwalking into their code? Is this how it's meant to be? Or maybe there's something to know. Freedom's gone on the ground. Better watch how you say it. Telephone, calling roam out of here into gear. It's my tone, gotta say it. I'm walking on the wrong side. I'm ticking in the wrong time. Am I in danger just to say yes? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Or walk in silence and betray it. Come on everybody, make we mash it up. We come to mash it up, trash it up. Come on everybody, make we mash it up. As I will tell you about this one, I lead the way every day. I'm walking on the wrong side. Come make I tell you about this one, I lead the way. I'm ticking in the wrong time. I keep on moving on the double, I would barely tell ya. Am I in danger just to say yes? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Or walk in silence and betray it. It's getting critical. Gotta tell it to them. It's getting critical. I keep on moving on the double, I would give it to you. I'm walking on the wrong side. I'm walking on the wrong side. I keep on walking on the right side. I'm walking on the wrong side.
Oh, I like that, Al.
That's a good track.
Really, really good. Yeah, I was just saying about how recognisable as a beat song that is.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
The sound hasn't really changed.
No, not at all. But the members have.
Obviously, yes. So they've come and gone and been all over the place.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, exactly. And the other thing was like Rankin Rogers' voice when he's singing. He's so much like Dave Wakeling. We were just both talking about. We both saw at different gigs the beat as they were in about 2005 or so.
Yes.
Because there was Rankin Roger and his son Rankin Jr.
That was when he first came onto the scene,
and Rankin Roger would sing the bits that Dave Wakeling did. You couldn't really tell. If you shut your eyes, you wouldn't really know. It was uncanny. And but yeah, that's a great track, actually. I need to check out the rest of that album because it's something
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And I mean, there's quite a few tracks on there that I could have chosen.
Yeah.
But that Walking on the Wrong Side, to me, it did have the beat sound to it, which is why I chose it.
Yeah. I think, because I don't know, there was a bit of a lull between kind of then and now, as such, that where like there was the special beat service and
yes,
there was like various members coming and going, but it didn't seem they really had their hearts in it, and some of the recordings aren't great.
General public as well, it didn't.
Well, they weren't bad, but it didn't quite. I mean, for some reason, they've come back in later life as much older people, and actually have kind of like found their groove again.
They've gone back to doing what they know how to do best.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Yeah. So next up, we've got Madness from 2012, and an album that I don't actually own either. Which, God dear, I'm gonna have to sort myself out. This is Wee Wee CC Jar Jar Da Da. Wasn't that a character in Star Wars?
Possibly, yes. Yes.
No, well, if you insist. But anyway, this is a track called Misery.
That's what the wise man said. Don't come to me for sympathy if you can't raise your head. Stand up and see what your life could be if you wore a smile instead. If you keep misery as your company, then you might as well be dead. Why don't you go and suck on a silver spoon? A spaceship and fly over the moon. See the colours in the flowers and the trees. Take a lesson from the birds and the bees. Why don't you go skipping out in the park? Give yourself a chance to make a new start. Try and focus on your health and your heart. Accept the present and go on the past. Yeah. Misery loves company. That's what the wise man said. The remedy to be happy, well, it's all inside your head. Shift infinitesimally your perception and see your life could be better led. Don't keep misery as your company, or you might as well be dead. Why don't you go and suck on a silver spoon? A spaceship and fly over the moon. See the colours in the flowers and the trees. Take a lesson from the birds and the bees. Why don't you go skipping out in the park? Give yourself a chance to make a new start. Try and focus on your health and your heart. Accept the present and let go of the past. Company, that's what the wise man said. Don't come to me for sympathy if you can't raise your head. Stand up and see what your life could be if you wore a smile instead. If you keep misery as your company, then you might as well be dead.
Yeah, it was Madness. Misery. I was just scrambling through online stuff there because apparently it is a stage song. Apparently, it is a cover.
Oh, okay.
A stage song of it's a parody of "Happiness" from "You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown." Apparently,
Right.
But we're just saying how madness that is.
It is, isn't it? It's got everything that you used to get.
Yeah, yeah, and also a bit of Chaz and Dave, I thought. So
very much so.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, although I think the fan bases cross over quite regularly.
Yeah, they do.
Quite
along with Ian Jury as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly that kind of thing. And that's brilliant. So from 2017 is the next one. And this is the Selector. Was this the last album they done, Daylight?
I believe it was.
Right.
I'm not 100%, but this is it's not the title track, but it's the one that I was listening to. It's the one that really stuck in my head as being a really good tune.
Right, cool. And this is the Selector and Frontline. Another cracker, Al.
Absolutely.
Well done, mate. Yeah, this is really good.
Definitely. Yeah.
But still sounds like the Selector.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've even got some rap in the middle there.
Yeah, it was, I believe, Gabs Henderson.
Right.
One of the original
right,
from the Selector as well.
Yeah.
And around the time that this album was put together, I believe, Pauline Black and Gaps appeared on Jules Holland's Hootenanny.
Oh, right.
And,
right. Do you know, I only found out literally a couple of years ago. And it's a bit like when I found out that there is no end to a rainbow, that it's an optical illusion. I was 36 when I worked that out.
Did you find a pot of gold?
No. That's why I had to look at it a bit more carefully and think, why can't I find the gold? Anyway, enough of that. But yes, Bloomin' Hootenanny.
Yes.
Right, is recorded in early December.
Yes.
I didn't
During
know
the
that.
day.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yes.
So for years and years, that was kind of like, a bit of a tradition for the thing. I can't watch it now because I know that
it's not real. It's not live.
They're making it up.
Yeah.
I was like, shocking.
Better
shocking.
watching Graham Norton or something like that because you know that's live.
Exactly. And the funny thing is you kind of think, hasn't Damon Albarn got anything to do on New Year's Eve? Apart from appear on telly,
yes,
because it doesn't make any sense at all when you think of it like that. Anyway, but that was great. And next up, we've got a track from the album this year that the Specials put out. So, for some people, this is like the third Specials album. They tend not to count in the studio,
which
is Special AKA, but. Whatever, it's still only the fourth as such. I mean, there were other ones in between that we talked about. Special Beat Service, there was one with Desmond Decker, wasn't there?
Was, yes.
But this was like considered the big sort of comeback as such, even though they've been doing the live stuff for a while. But yeah, it's a great album, isn't it, Encore? It's
superb, absolutely superb. I actually saw that it had been released when I picked on a Facebook page of the Modfather clothing store in Camden, where there's a picture of Linville handing him the new album, and I was like, oh my God, how did I miss that?
Yeah. Because the weird thing is, I remember when we were kids, so you had the Specials and more Specials, and then the band kind of disintegrated after Ghost Town.
Yep.
And there was all these rumours that, there's a third album and it's called International Jet Set. Do you remember that? It was just like you go around all these market stalls and all these places going, yeah, we got it. But, and of course it was complete nonsense.
Yes, it was.
But as fans, we were like just desperate to find out.
We needed something.
Needed something. And but unfortunately they were goners.
Yeah.
But yes, so this is from this year, and this is the Specials and the Lunatics.
I see a clinic full of cynics who want to twist the people's wrists. They're watching every move we make. We're all included on their list. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. Nuclear, the cowboy told us. And who am I to disagree? 'Cause when the madman flicks a switch, the nuclear will go for me. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. The faces of starvation, but I just cannot see the point. 'Cause there's so much food here today that no one wants to take away. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. The lunatics have taken over the asylum.
Yes, the Specials and the Lunatics have taken over the song. Of course, the Fun Boy Free song.
Yeah, first song that they put out once the Specials was split.
Yeah, and we were just saying, does that mean that this is how they originally envisaged the Lunatics? I can imagine at that time in the Specials, everyone was fairly unhappy, and Jerry Dammers didn't really give a lot of room for people to write their own stuff or whatever.
Exactly.
So, but it's interesting to hear it now and kind of think, was that how it was supposed to be?
Yeah.
But it's really good, isn't it? It's kind of slightly more understated than the Fun Boy Free one.
Yes, it is.
To be honest,
I think so.
Yeah. But yeah, that's great. So anyway, what we're going to move on to now in the final part of the show out is bands that have been influenced by two-tone.
Yes,
and
if you like, it's the third wave.
Is it the third wave or the fourth wave? I get confused because I'm sure there was a third wave sometime in the 80s, but I can't be sure. It was the 90s. I don't know.
Actually, I think you're right, but I think it was in the 90s, like 97, 98, which is a couple of tracks we've got coming up.
Oh, right.
They could well have been the third wave.
The third wave. I see what you mean.
And then these next guys here are definitely the fourth wave.
Right, okay. Okay, so what we've got is from last year, 2018, and this is the Interrupters.
Yes.
And She's Kerosene.
I'm a match, she kerosene. You know she gon' burn down everything. She an arsonist in her pastime, and I've been burned for the last time. Whoa. I've been burned for the last time. Whoa. I've been burned for the last time. It started out like any other morning. The sky was red, he took it as a warning. She kicked the hive, now the bees are swarming. They play the victim till the crowd starts forming. She got a history of making a scene, yeah. She telling stories, she got started like he's the executioner, but she's the queen. And he's the one whose neck is in the guillotine. And he said, I'm a match, she kerosene. You know she gon' burn down everything. She's an arsonist in her pastime, and I've been burned for the last time. Whoa. I've been burned for the last time. Whoa. I've been burned for the last time. The smoke clears out and he's been awakened. He said this life could be mine for the taking. She needs a drink, so she starts shaking and put a victim till his heart starts breaking. No real tears, cause she don't mean it. This landscape used to be so scenic, and he can make it out if he can dream it. Rising up from the ash, he's a phoenix. I'm a match, she kerosene. You know she gon' burn down everything. She an arsonist in her pastime, and I've been burned for the last time. Whoa. I've been burned for the last time. Whoa. I've been burned for the last time. Play with me, you play with fire. You play with me, you play with fire. I'm a match, she kerosene. You know she gon' burn down everything. She an arsonist in her pastime, and I've been burned for the last time. Whoa. I've been burned for the last time. Whoa. I've been burned for the last time.
They do end sudden, don't they?
They do, they creep up on you. Yes.
Yeah, just miles away there. Oh, there it goes. The Interrupters, that's brilliant. She's Kerosene from 2018, and apparently they are on tour in the UK January and February of next year.
Yes.
But you've already seen them, haven't you?
I saw them last year, Camden Town, Electric
Right.
Ballroom. Absolutely amazing.
Brilliant.
The
Yeah.
energy they brought to the stage was superb,
Yeah.
and it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking about this. You know, they're certainly one of the waves, and I think, to be honest, I think the first wave is actually the 1969 ska stuff, and then you go from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what wave we're up to now.
Lots of waves.
Yeah, lots and lots of waves. Yeah, like a big Mexican wave.
Yes.
Yeah. And so next up from '97, we've got some Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Did you want to say anything about that, Al, or shall we just stick the record on?
Do you know what? Just go for it.
All right.
Never been tested. I'd like to think that if I was, I would pass. Look at the tested and think there before the grace go on. Might be a coward, I'm afraid of what I might find out. Never had to knock on wood, but I know someone who has. Which makes me wonder if I could. It makes me wonder if I never had to knock on wood, and I'm glad I haven't yet, because I'm sure it isn't good. That's the impression that I get. Sure it isn't good, and I'm glad I haven't yet. That's the impression that I get.
Oh, I like that, Al. That was good. That was good. I really enjoyed that. Real Big Fish and their version of Take On Me from 1998. Yeah.
It's great, isn't it? It just shows you that you can turn any song into a ska song.
Pretty much.
Because it almost... it's infectious.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
You stay on that side of the desk, thanks.
Yes, and you. I actually put that in there for Jo.
Yeah.
She likes the old 80s music. I know she would have loved the Aha version.
Right, yes. So. Well, yes, unfortunately, that's not the show.
No, that's right.
All the time. Sorry about that, Joe, but yes.
Yes.
And before that was the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones and their big hit, The Impression I Get from 1997. Yeah, I mean, that's brought us pretty much to the end, Al. So, but that was really great. I really enjoyed that playlist you put together there.
Yeah, it's good fun. Yeah. A lot of those bands are still touring, playing now.
Absolutely, yeah. You just reminded me that Real Big Fish are actually playing the Concord 2 in Brighton on November the 7th. So, yeah. I might get down there. Yes,
yeah, definitely.
Yes. I might put on my leg warmers and
glow sticks.
My glow sticks, yeah, and me Morgan Hartick or whatever his name is, Morton Hartick.
Something like that.
Sounds like sounds like a drink. Yeah.
2 pints of Morton Hartick, please.
Yes, please. Yes. Yeah. And a bag of crisps.
Yes.
Right, so we've come to the end. There's one more track to go. So just remains for me to say thank you for all the carers and sharers, everyone that's listening in. And if you want to get in touch, there is a Facebook page, Steve Vapour Trails, my split personality page. Also, there's the Gmail, which only Alan uses, Alan and the wife. Come on, we've got to up the game on this one. It's vapourtrails66@gmail.com. Please get in touch if you have a theme you want us to do or anything at all. And what we're going to finish with now is one that I've kind of stuck on the end.
Yes.
But pretty much fitting in with what we've just been doing with American bands and how they've been influenced by two-tone. We're going to leave you with this, so thank you very much for coming in, Al.
Cheers for asking, Steve.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll see you again sometime, I guess.
Most definitely.
Yes. Bloody
Absolutely.
Hell. Put a lock on the door.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Right. This is Rancid and Time Bomb.
If you wanna make a move, then you better come in. It's just ability, that reason that we're so thin. Living and dying, and the stories that are true. Secret to a collapse, knowing when you're through. Black coat, white shoes, red hair, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb. Black coat, white shoes, red hair, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb. Back in the hole where they got him living, and your rapper, he's smarter than that. 9 lives like a cat, 15 years old. Take them to the youth authority home. First thing you learn, you gotta make it in this world alone. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb. Now he's gone out, he got free, he got a coat, got a car. He's 21 years old, he's running numbers from the bar. He's paid his people, he's getting deep in whatever. He can move on, and you know that kid's a creepin'. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac. The boys are time bomb. The boys are time bomb. Tears come from the razor left and tattooed below his eye. His mother cries, she knows that he is strong enough to die. He's rolling in the Cadillac, his midnight, some roof is down. 3 shots right out of here and dead, the new king is crowned. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb. Time bomb.
Okay, that was the last song. You can fast forward and turn over the tape now.
Radio Lewis. Local webcasting for a worldwide audience.